Now, I have over 100 coffee table books, conservatively. Why? Why would I do that? My wife also wants to know. There it is, the undisputed champion of looking cultured without actually doing anything. A coffee table book. Big, heavy, totally practical, and often more expensive than the couch it's sitting on, but also pretty awesome. Because let's be honest, these books are a portal into worlds most of us will never experience. They're the closest thing to traveling the globe, collecting art, or sitting front row at a couture fashion fest without ever leaving your living room. And sure, they might be a little over the top, but that's part of the charm. The term coffee table book first popped up in the 1960s, but the idea of giant, image-heavy books for flexing has been around for centuries. Back in the 17th and 18th centuries, aristocrats weren't just throwing money at fancy chandeliers and gold-plated cutlery. They were commissioning massive, illustrated books meant for display rather than actual reading. Fast forward to the 20th century, and publishers realized that giant books filled with pretty pictures could sell like hotcakes. Who had time to actually read? Pretty much no one. But a huge book on modern architecture, vintage sports cars, and space exploration, that's a whole vibe. And just like that, the modern coffee table book was born. Let's be real. Most people buy coffee table books for the pictures. If coffee table books were only bought by people who are going to read them, not enough would sell to make the concept viable. Almost nobody is curling up by the fire, diving deep into a $300 photography book about brutalist architecture. The photos in these books aren't just decoration, they're the main event. The point is to wow guests, make them ask questions, and give you an excuse to talk about that time you almost went to Japan but didn't. From Helmut Newton's provocative fashion photography to NASA's breathtaking images of the universe, these books offer a glimpse into extraordinary places. The heavy paper stock, Ultra HD printing, and stunning layouts make flipping through them feel like you're holding an art gallery in your hands. And here's the thing, these books deserve to be shown off. They're meant to be conversation starters, creative fuel, or just a way to escape into something beautiful for a few minutes. And that's worth something. Here's where things get crazy. Coffee table books have always been a luxury item, but the prices have gone absolutely off the rails. Back in the 1980s, you could snag a designer architecture or travel book for about $50. Still a splurge, but doable. Today, the same book is easily $150 or more. We can blame inflation, paper costs, or yearning for something real. Personally, I think that as the internet makes us more of a monoculture, we strive to show our uniqueness even more. Whatever the reason, people are willing to shell out a lot of money for these statement pieces. And now for the main event. Even the coffee table books that cost more than your car. Sumo by Helmut Newton. This is $15,000, and it's so big it comes with its own stand. You don't put this on a coffee table, you build a coffee table around it. The official Ferrari Opus. A space mission that costs as much as a used Ferrari. Some editions were priced at $275,000. On the Road by Jack Kerouac. A reproduction of the original manuscript scroll costing over $10,000. Annie Leibovitz, A Photographer's Life. A luxurious hardcover running around $5,000. Moonfire, The Epic Journey of Apollo 11. It's a $1,000 deep dive into the legendary space mission. And let's not forget my own copy of Road to Seeing. It cost me over $100, proving that even the affordable coffee books can still make your wallet cry. These books aren't just books. They're collector's items, conversation starters, and let's be honest, status symbols. They scream, look at me, I have taste, and also, I don't mind spending my grocery money on an oversized book. But they also bring joy, and if something makes your space feel more interesting, creative, or inspiring, then maybe it's money well spent. Now, if you thought coffee table books were just for elite photographers and high fashion designers, think again. Celebrities have fully embraced the trend, creating their own ultra fancy books. Keanu Reeves, yes, the Keanu, co-authored Shadows, a dramatic artsy book full of black and white photos of himself. Because if anyone can make a staring wall look deep, it's Keanu. Beyoncé's How to Make Lemonade, a behind-the-scenes visual deep dive into the making of her album Lemonade, a must-have for the Beehive. David Bowie's Bowie Icon, a 356-page tribute to his legendary career. Owning this is basically an obligation if you claim to love Bowie. Kim Kardashian's Selfish, an entire book of Kim's selfies. Some think it's peak vanity. Others call it an avant-garde masterpiece. And I don't really know who calls it that, but the internet insists that it does. Either way, it's sold like crazy. The moral of the story, anyone can make a coffee table book. If you're famous, rich, or just wildly confident in your own photography skills, you can put your name on a $100 hardcover and call it art. and it very well might be art. Coffee table books aren't just books. They're decor pieces and sometimes actual investments, but they're also genuinely cool. They sit there silently telling your guests, yes, I appreciate all art and culture. Yes, I have excellent taste. Yes, you should definitely take a look inside. Yes, you should definitely hear my take on mid-century architecture. So next time you sit in front of your coffee table and you see that coffee table book sitting there, try giving it a read and see what happens.